Ensure video is viewed in highest quality. Start the video, and in the bottom right-hand corner, select the gear icon. Select Quality, and select 1080p from the list. If 1080p is not an option, try a different internet browser. Using the chaptering features, down below, go to Description, select Show More, and click the blue numbered hyperlink from the list for the section you would like to watch. The section will start. To view in full screen, select the full screen option in the bottom right-hand corner. To stop viewing in full screen, press the Escape button on your keyboard. The DSA Registration Administrator will receive notification that projects are due for submittal in the following Registration Administrator bins: Project Registered, pending initial submittal, and Project Registered, pending resubmittal. Receive email notification from DSAbox when submittal documents have been uploaded. Verify fees have been received, open eTracker application, and update the received date. If documents are not submitted or fees are not received, indicate late submittal in eTracker and send an email to the client and the design professional with a notification that re-registration is required. Receive notification in the eTracker Project Received Pending Intake dashboard. Retrieve submitted files from the DSA box. Go to the Office Application Number, AE License, Submittal to DSA, Plan Review Submittal. Select the version 1 folder. Use Control-A to select all files. Then select Download. Open Windows Explorer and go to Downloads. Right-click on the My Box selected zip folder and select Extract All from the drop-down menu. Rename selected destination to the application number and then version 1. Select Extract to extract all files. Verify the naming convention of all files. Confirm formatting of documents. Go to Bluebeam Studio, select Open, go to Downloads, select File, and click Open. Verify the file size of all files. Select all files, click Open. Verify drawing preparation. Confirm that a blank stamp area has been included on each page of the document for the DSA digital identification stamp. View bookmarks. Confirm that bookmarks match the index sheet of the drawings. Click the Audit Bookmarks button to verify that there are no broken bookmarks. Confirm page labels. Confirm that page labels are on each of the sheets and that they match the bookmarks, including sheet number and sheet name. Confirm that the document has been flattened, that there are no markups in the bottom markup list. Confirm that layers have been removed. Select the Layers tab, and there should be no layers listed. Confirm that a sheet count has been included on the index sheet of drawings, and that it matches the Bluebeam sheet count. Verify hyperlinks have been created. Select the hyperlink listed on the index sheet, and verify that all index sheets highlight blue. Verify that scanned drawings have been scanned in properly. Select 2 bookmarks in each of the sections to confirm that render time is less than 1 second. Verify specification formatting. Confirm that bookmarks have been created. Click the Audit Bookmarks button to confirm there are no broken bookmarks. Confirm the document has been flattened and that there are no markups in the bottom tracker. Verify the format of the DSA 103 form. Confirm that the document has been flattened and that there are no markups in the bottom tracker. Verify supporting documents. Confirm bookmarks have been created and that there are no broken bookmarks by clicking the Audit Bookmarks button. Confirm the document has been flattened and that there are no markups in the bottom markup list. Review all formatting for all supporting documents. They should be flattened, and if they're greater than 30 pages, they should be bookmarked. If documents are not properly formatted, email the design professional to resubmit documents in 1 day. If documents are not submitted, update the eTracker application screen, check the incomplete box, and add the following note in the Client Customer Notes section: project incomplete, not formatted correctly, and return to client on. Issue an incomplete letter to the school district owner and copy the architect and engineer stating the project was incomplete. Prepare documents for session. Select the Manage Status gear at the top of the markup list. Confirm that the DSA backcheck menu is listed for all documents. If a foreign model exists, select the foreign model and click the red X to delete. Click OK. Then select the Manage Status gear again. Confirm the DSA backcheck menu. Click OK. Complete steps on all PDF files submitted. Once backcheck menu has been confirmed, save and close PDF files. Add typical notes to the DWG V1 file. On the cover page, put the void application note and the notice to the design professional note. Check the eTracker application screen for an EPR ID. If there is an EPR ID for this project, then the project is a resubmittal and the Bluebeam Studio project has already been created. Open Bluebeam Studio software. Go to the EPR Administrator dashboard, Project Received Pending Intake, highlight Office ID, Application Number, Increment Number, Project Name, right-click, select Copy. Return to Bluebeam Studio. Click Home, then select Start. Select New Project from the drop-down menu. Paste the eTracker information into the project name. Click OK. Go to Bluebeam Studio Project and click Upload Folder button. Under the Studio tab, on the X drive, go to the Electronic Plan Review folder, into the Administrator folder, and then into the Bluebeam Project Template folder. Select the folder to match the number of increments that the project has. Select Folder, and the Bluebeam Studio Project folder structure will upload. The increment number is shown on the eTracker dashboard Project Received Pending Intake bin. In the Bluebeam Studio Project tab, select Settings. Select the User Access tab and uncheck Restrict Users. Click the Permissions tab, click the green plus icon, and add the DSA Direct Employees group. Update the permissions for attendees. Change Send Invitations to Allow. Confirm all other are Deny. Select the DSA Direct Employees group. Update permissions. Send invitations is Allow. Manage User Access is Deny. Manage Permissions is Deny. Send PDFs to sessions is Allow. Revoke Checkout is Deny. Share file links is Deny. Full Control is Deny. Click Apply. Click the Folder Permissions tab. Select the green plus button and add DSA Direct Employees. Expand the Bluebeam project folder structure. Update the DSA Review folder to Read, Write, and Delete for DSA Direct Employees. Submissions, Read, Write, and Delete. Approval, read. Attendees. Update the permission level for submission to read, write, and delete. DSA review to hidden, and approval, read. Click Apply. Click OK to close the settings window. Update eTracker application screen EPR ID with Bluebeam Studio Project ID. Place the DSA cashier's copy of DSA 1 and record of payment in Bluebeam Studio Project. Go to Navigator, search by all doc classes, enter the origin ID, enter the application ID, select Search. Select Download, select As PDF. Open this downloaded PDF in Bluebeam. If the project folder structure opens, select the Save to Disk button. Find the DSA 1 download and select Open. Select the Save As DMS icon in the upper left-hand corner. Double-click the Zero Increments folder, double-click the DSA Review folder, double-click the Plan Review Documents folder. Rename the file to DSA 1. Select OK to save file. Repeat all steps for the filing fee. Renaming the file to Filing Fee. Upload the version 1 submittal file folder. Under DSA Plan Review Documents, right-click the folder. Select Upload Folder. Go to Downloads, select the application number, select the version 1 folder, and select Folder. Files will upload to Bluebeam Studio Project. Create Bluebeam Studio session. Right-click on the PR tracking table. For increment files, select the Increment PR tracking table. Click Add to New Session. Name session Office _ application number, plan review, project name. Click OK to create session. Set session permissions. Click the Settings tab on the Bluebeam Studio Session tab. Click Attendees, uncheck Restrict Attendees. Click Permissions tab. Click the green plus icon to add DSA Direct Employees group. Update permissions. Save As is allow, print is allow, markup is allow, markup alert is allow, add documents is allow. Confirm attendee permission levels. Click Apply, click OK. Return to the Bluebeam Studio project. Right-click the DSA Additional Comments file and select Add to Plan Review Session. Invite the DSA Phase 1 reviewer. Click the white envelope icon next to the project name. Add email manually by clicking the green plus icon and entering the email address. Click OK. Alternatively, you can use the Address Book button to open your local email address book. Search for employee. Select name, click 2. Click OK. Click OK to send Bluebeam Studio invitations. All design reviewers have completed Phase 2 review. eTracker dashboard plan review complete, ready to return to client bin will notify the DSA EPR administrator that drawings shall be returned to the design professional. Join the Bluebeam Studio project. Select the project from the eTracker dashboard bin. Copy the 9-digit EPR ID, open Bluebeam software, connect to Bluebeam Studio. Under the Studio tab, select Join, paste the 9-digit EPR ID, click OK. Right-click the project name from the Project tab and select Show Sessions. Confirm that the Plan Review session is selected and select Join to join the Plan Review session. Right-click on the session document PR tracking table file. Select Open. Verify an X has been placed in the 85% Plan Review QA Finished field to match eTracker. If an X is not provided, contact the plan reviewer and request they add the X and verify that there are no comments in the Sessions Pending field. Update eTracker Plan Check Worksheet. Select Project from Dashboard Bin. Update Return for Correction Date for all required disciplines. Click Save. Phase 2 Plan Review Complete notification email will be sent from DSA EPR Administrator email address. Receive notification of approved documents from the eTracker dashboard Backcheck Completed Stamp Out Pending bin. Select Project from eTracker bin list and highlight and copy the 9-digit EPR code. Open Bluebeam and connect to Bluebeam Studio. Select Join and paste the 9-digit EPR ID code in the Join window. Right-click the project name, select Show Sessions, select Session, and click Join. Open the PR tracking table. Right-click on File Name, select Open. Verify an X has been placed in the 15% backcheck field, or in the Not Required. If an X has not been placed, contact the plan reviewer. Open documents that have been identified with an approved A on the file name shown on the PR tracker table. In the Lead Plan Reviewer discipline box, include drawings, specifications, and DSA 103, if applicable. Click on the Project Save icon, double-click Folders to expand to Approval, Plan Review, Documents. Change the document name to include the office number, the application number. Change the version number at the end of the document name to an A for Approved. Click OK. File was saved to Bluebeam Studio Project Approvals folder. After file is saved, click on the Document Name tab. Right-click and select Checkout from drop-down menu. Click the stamp icon at the top of the screen. Go to One DSA Stamp and click the Edit icon. Update the application number. If there's no increment number, remove increment number and leave blank. Check the boxes for the disciplines reviewed. Right-click the Stamp Name tab and click Save. Go to the Documents page, select Stamp, and stamp in the 2.5 by 2 inch square. Right-click the stamp and select Apply to all pages from the drop-down menu. Stamp will apply to all document pages in the same location. Stamp the seal page of the specifications and stamp the signed page of the 103 form. Flatten all stamped documents. Select the Flatten icon, verify no checkmark is in the Allow Markup Recovery field, and click Check All. Click Flatten. Repeat for all stamped documents. After the documents have been flattened, right-click the Document Name tab and click Save. Right-click the Name tab again to check in. Select Check In. Document will check in to the Bluebeam Studio project. Once document has been checked in, click the X icon in the Document Name tab to close file. Repeat for all documents. Copy approved documents to DSAbox and Navigator. Open Windows Explorer. Go to the C drive. Select the user folder. Select your username. Open the App Data folder. Select Local. Select the Bluebeam Project folder. Select the 00 folder. Find the project ID in the list. Double-click the Increments folder. Open the Approval folder. Open the Plan Review Documents folder. Use Ctrl-A to select all files. Open the DSAbox project folder structure. Select the application number, then select the DSA Approvals folder. Select the Approved Record Set folder, and click and drag the files from the Open C drive to the approved folder. Files will upload. Also save a copy of these files to Navigator. The design professional will receive a notification from DSAbox that approved documents have been uploaded to the box folder. Close any open Bluebeam PDF files. Go to the Increments folder and double-click. Double-click the DSA Review folder. Double-click the Plan Review Documents folder. Open the version 1 folder by double-clicking. Select all documents that are not a drawing file, a specification file, the 103 form, the PR tracking table, or the DSA additional comments file. Using Control, select multiple files at once. Include version 2 and greater of any supporting documents that were submitted, as well as the DSA 153 form. Once all files are selected, right-click on a highlighted file. Select Open. Files will open. Once files have opened, go to the file ribbon across the top and select the Combine icon. Ensure Include Bookmarks is checked. Select OK. Files will combine. Once files have combined, right-click the Document Name tab and select Save As. Select Save to Disk. Rename file folder to Red Folder. Save it to a temporary location, such as your Downloads folder. Select Save. In the Bluebeam Studio Project tab, select Leave to close all files. Save Red File document to Navigator. Go to eTracker Plan Check worksheet. Enter the date stamped, the number of sheets stamped, and field reviewed by. Click Save. Click OK on both pop-up windows. Click Approval of Plan Letter. The Approval of Plan screen will open. Click Create Letter, and then click Return to Plan Check worksheet. Update Bluebeam project notifications. This is important to receive email notifications from Bluebeam regarding uploads of post-approval documents. Go to the Settings icon in the top right corner. Select Preferences from the drop-down menu. Go to the Studio tab, and then select Notification Preferences. Scroll to Projects. Find project number on the list. Click the checkbox next to the project. Scroll to the bottom of the page. Click Apply. Click the X in the Document Name tab to close web page. This process is for addendum, but it follows for all post-approval documents. Bluebeam Studio Project will send an email notification to the EPR administrator when the documents are added to the Bluebeam Studio project. Note the version number of the document that has just been uploaded. Submittal Review Status Check. If email notification indicates submittal is version 1, then skip to section 8.3. If notification indicates submittal is version 2 or greater, open eTracker. Select the Plan Review tab, select Addendum. Enter the application ID, select the Search button. Select the addendum. Verify if submittal is under review. If the return date has been completed for the previous submittal, then skip to step 8.3 to validate PDF preparation. If the return date has not been completed for the previous submittal, then the previous submittal is still under review, and the submittal shall be rejected. the DSA EPR administrator shall send an email to the design professional that indicates the submittal is rejected and that new submittals will not be accepted until the previous DSA review is completed and all DSA reviewers' comments have been incorporated. Verify submittal preparation. Open email notification from Bluebeam. Left-click on the 9-digit Bluebeam Project ID from the Bluebeam notification email. Open the submittal document. Double-click the Increments folder, double-click the Submittal folder, double-click the Post-Approval Documents folder, and double-click the Addendum folder. Verify the naming convention of the newly submitted file, and open the file by right-clicking and selecting Open. Confirm that the file was submitted in a single PDF format, and confirm the file size of the PDF. Right-click on the Bluebeam project file, select Properties. Confirm that the file size is less than 1 GB. Confirm that the document has been properly bookmarked. Go to the Bookmark tab. For drawing sheets, if applicable, confirm that bookmarks have been created with the page number and the sheet name. For specifications, if applicable, confirm that the bookmarks have been created. Verify they are nested by sections. For supporting documents, verify bookmarks match table of contents. Audit bookmarks. Confirm that there are no broken bookmarks are listed. Flatten the document. View the markup list. Confirm the document has been flattened. There should be no comments in the markup list at the bottom of the screen. Remove layers. Go to Layer tab. Confirm that there are no layers. Hyperlinks. Applicable if drawings are part of the submittal. Go to the Links tab. Verify hyperlinks are listed. If any of the submittal documents are not properly formatted, email the design professional to resubmit documents. Prepare documents for sessions. Select the Manage Status icon. Confirm that the DSA backcheck model occurs. If it does not occur, select the foreign model and click the red X to delete. Click OK. Click the Manage Status gear again and confirm that the DSA backcheck model is there. Click OK. Save and close file. Open eTracker. Select the Plan Review tab, select Addendum. If submittal is version 2 or greater, enter the application ID and select the Search button. Select the addendum from the list. Enter the resubmitted date. Update all disapproved statuses to required. Click the Save button. If submittal is V1, select Add. Enter the application ID, set the increment number, if applicable, enter the addendum number, enter the received date. The received date can be found by viewing the date on the email notification from Bluebeam Studio. For the SSR field, update the status to required, enter today's date, select the anticipated office, and select the plan reviewer from the drop-down list. This is a designated triage person from each office. For FLS and ACS, set the status to not required. Click the Save button. Copy file from submission to DSA review. Right-click Submitted File, select Copy. Double left-click the DSA Plan Review folder. Double left-click the Post-Approval Documents folder. Right-click the Addendum folder. Select Paste. Add documents to Bluebeam Studio session. Right-click on the new file from DSA Review folder. If Addendum session already exists, select Add to Office Application Addendum Project Name. If Addendum session does not exist, select Add to New Session. Name session, office number, application number, addendum, followed by the project name. Click OK. In Session, click Session Settings. Under the Attendees tab, uncheck Restrict Attendees. Under the Permissions tab, add the DSA Direct Employees group. Click the green plus icon and select the DSA Direct Employees group. Update the permission levels. Confirm the attendee permission levels, then click Apply, and click OK. Notify the design professional of disapproved submittal. The DSA EPR administrator will receive a notification of disapproved documents from the eTracker dashboard. Addendum not approved, return of comments pending bin. Select addendum from list. Enter return date. Send email to design professional indicating the submittal is disapproved. The DSA EPR administrator will receive notification of approved documents from the eTracker dashboard. Addendum review complete, ready for approval bin. Open eTracker. Go to the Addendum Review Complete Ready for Approval bin and select the addendum from eTracker. Copy the 9-digit EPR ID number. Join the Bluebeam Studio project. Open Bluebeam Studio software. Ensure you're connected to Bluebeam Studio. Under the Studio tab, select Home, select Join. Paste the 9-digit EPR ID and click OK. Join the Bluebeam Studio session. Right-click on the Bluebeam project name, select Show Sessions. Select the addendum session, select Join. Open the addendum. Right-click on the latest submittal version, select Open. Update the stamp to match eTracker. Click the stamp icon. Edit the Bluebeam stamp. Hover over to DSA ID stamp and click the right edge. Update the application number. Update the increment if applicable. Leave blank if there are no increments. Check the applicable reviewed for fields to match the approved disciplines on the eTracker status field. Click Save. Click the X in the Document Name tab to close file. Save document to Bluebeam Studio Project Approval folder. Click the Save As DMS icon. Double-click Folder to expand folder. Increment, Approval, Post-Approval Documents, Addenda. Add the application number to the front of the file name. And change the version number to an A for approved. Click OK. Affix stamp and flatten document. Right-click the Document Name tab, select Checkout. Click the Stamp tool, select to DSA ID stamp, apply stamp to all sheets that have AE stamp and signature. Select the Flatten icon, verify Allow Markup Recovery is unchecked and all markups are selected, and all pages are selected in the page range. Click Flatten. Select Save. Right-click on the Document Name tab, select Check-in. Click Check-in. Click on the X in the Document Name tab to close file. Copy approved documents to DSAbox and Navigator. Open Windows Explorer window. Go to the following location: the C drive, Users, Computer Login Name, Application Data, Local, Bluebeam, the 00 folder, select the project ID for the project that was just stamped and approved, select the 0 increments folder, select the approval folder, the post-approval documents folder, the addenda folder, open the DSAbox project folder, select the application number, select DSA approvals, select approve addenda. Select file from the open C drive and drag and drop to the DSAbox approval folder. Save a copy of the approved document to Navigator. The design professional will receive a notification from the DSA box that approved documents have been uploaded to the box folder. Go to eTracker and update the approved date. Click Save. Demo Bluebeam Studio Project and Session. Join the Bluebeam Studio Project. Go to the Studio tab, select Home, and click Join. Enter the Bluebeam Studio Project ID number. Click OK. This will load the Bluebeam Studio project. The Bluebeam Studio project contains the following folder structure and can be expanded by double-clicking the folders. The A Submission folder is where the design professional submits version 2 and greater documents. The DSA Review folder is a DSA use-only folder for their working documents. The C Approval folder is the project folder where DSA places the approved documents. 5 DSA review sessions will be set up as needed to review submittals, including plan review, deferred submittals, revisions, addenda, and construction change documents. After joining the Bluebeam Studio project, there are several ways to join the Bluebeam Studio session within each project. After opening Bluebeam and connecting to Bluebeam Studio, under the Home tab, select Join and enter the Bluebeam Studio session ID. Click OK. Additional methods to join Bluebeam Studio sessions via the Bluebeam Studio project. Right-click the project name, select Show Sessions from the drop-down, select the Plan Review session, and select Join. Via the Bluebeam Studio session list. Under the Studio tab, click Home. From the Session drop-down, select the session to enter from the list. While in a Bluebeam Studio session, Ensure online connectivity. Under the Studio tab, confirm that the plug icon is connected and that the dot is green. While in the Bluebeam Studio session, confirm use of the DSA EPR Administrator profile. Load profile from the X drive. This will load the DSA EPR Administrator tool chest. Confirm naming convention under attendees in the session. Office number followed by DSA EPR Administrator. Open the test document listed under Documents. Right-click the file and select Open. View Bookmarks. Under the Blue Ribbon tab, view the bookmarks. Tool chests are located under the Gold Tool Chest tab. Bluebeam Studio Email Notification Settings. EPR Administrator and Plan Reviewer Settings. Go to the Settings icon in the upper right-hand corner of the Bluebeam screen. Select Preferences from the bottom of the drop-down menu. In the Preferences window on the left-hand sidebar, scroll and select Studio. Select the Notification Preferences link. A web page will open in Bluebeam. Check the Send Me an Email with Markup Alerts for all sessions. And check Send Me an Email when an active project is updated. Confirm all other account preferences are unchecked. Click Apply. Close web page. Supervisor and Phase 1 Reviewer Settings. Go to the Settings icon in the upper right-hand corner of the Bluebeam screen. Select Preferences from the bottom of the drop-down menu. In the Preferences window on the left-hand sidebar, scroll and select Studio. Select the Notification Preferences link. A web page will open in Bluebeam. Check Send Me an Email with Markup Alerts for all sessions. Confirm all other account preferences are unchecked. Click Apply. Close web page. The Plan Review Tracking Table. During the review of a project, each reviewer will use the PR tracking table to catalog the documents under review. Using the PR tool chest, plan reviewers will update the table with contact information, review status, and reviewed documents. Add new documents that have been reviewed to the list. Double-click in the comment to update the version number. Click Outside. If the current review file is approved, add an A to the file name. If the current review file is approved, add an _A to the file name. If the current review file is approved as corrected, add an _ as corrected to the document file name. If the current review file has no more outstanding items, provide a strike-through to the file name. Double-click in the document review summary. Highlight the text to be crossed out. Go to the Properties tab on the right-hand side of the Bluebeam screen. Under Appearance, edit the font style to strike-through. Click outside the box to update the style. Troubleshooting in Bluebeam. Send a Bluebeam Studio support ticket. Across the top of the Bluebeam window, go to Help. Click Contact. Select Technical Support. In the Attached Log Files window, click Yes. Email will open in Local Email Application. Include a brief description of the issue and send the support ticket. DSA Plan Reviewer is unable to send documents to session. The EPR administrator will open the Bluebeam Studio project in question and update the DSA Direct Employees group per Appendix B, Section 3. Bluebeam Studio, Project, and Session Management. Twice a year, projects that are either void, canceled, or closed certified will be deleted by the EPR administrator. An eTracker report will be provided with void, canceled, or closed certified. Go to studio.bluebeam.com. Open any web browser. Enter the EPR administrator email address. Enter the EPR administrator password. Click Sign In. Select My Sessions. Select the Name column to sort by name. Select the sessions with the matching application number. Update status to deleted. Click Update Data. Repeat these steps for all sessions related to void, canceled, or closed certified projects. Reactivate a finished session. This can be done up to 30 days after the session is finished or deleted. After 30 days, it is permanently purged from the server. To reactivate a finished session, open a preferred web browser. Go to studio.bluebeam.com. Log in using the Bluebeam Studio Administrator credentials. Select My Sessions. Select Session to change status. Set status to active. Click Update Data. Verify the appropriate sessions have been finalized. Once every 30 days maximum, and prior to finishing session per Section 2.1, the DSA EPR Administrative Supervisor will verify that there are no sessions that were inadvertently deleted. Only projects that are either void, canceled, or closed certified should be deleted. This needs to be done maximum of 30 days after the session is finished. If a session was incorrectly deleted after 30 days, it will be permanently purged from the server. Open a web browser and go to studio.bluebeam.com. Enter the EPR administrator email address and password. Open a web browser. Go to studio.bluebeam.com. Enter the EPR administrator email address and password. Click Sign In. Go to My Sessions and select the Status column to sort deleted statuses to the top. Select the deleted session, change the status from deleted to active, and click Update Data. Update Bluebeam Studio groups. Add employees. Join confirmation setup session. Go to the Settings tab, go to the Permissions tab, click the Manage Groups button. Select the DSA Direct Employees group, click the green plus icon, add employee email. Click OK. Remove employees. Join the confirmation setup session. Go to the Project Settings, go to the Permissions tab. Click the Group Membership Management icon, select the DSA Direct Employees group. Find the email to be removed, select the red X, click OK. Save Backcheck Status menu to Profile. This section will be completed outside of a session and is only required if DSA issues an updated profile. Open the DSA Backcheck Status menu. This will be located on the X drive. Click the Manage Status gear. Check that the DSA Backcheck Status menu is listed in the Model section. Confirm that it's checked. Next to Default, select DSA Backcheck. Click Save to Profile, and click OK. Add the DSA Digital Identification stamp. This stamp is used to stamp drawing files, specifications, and the DSA 103 form. Click the stamp icon, and then select Import from the drop-down menu. Go to the X drive, Electronic Plan Review folder, Administrator folder, and then the Stamp folder. Select one DSA ID stamp to import stamp. Select the stamp icon. Stamp is imported. Add the DSA approval stamp. The stamp is used to stamp post-approval documents. Click the stamp icon. Select Import Stamps. Go to the X drive, Electronic Plan Review, Administrator, and the Stamps folder. Select two DSA ID stamp and click Open. Stamp is now listed. The DSA Lead Plan Reviewer requests the EPR administrator to prepare submitted documents for backcheck. Open eTracker Plan Check worksheet and copy the 9-digit EPR ID number. Open Bluebeam Studio and select Join. Paste the 9-digit EPR ID and click OK. Double-click the Zero Increments folder, double-click the Submissions folder, and double-click the Plan Review Documents folder. Confirm that the name and version control of the document is correct. If they are incorrect, change them at this time. Right-click the New Submitted file. Select Checkout. Right-click the New Submitted file and select Open. Verify document preparation. Confirm formatting of documents. Confirm that the PDF file size is less than 1 GB. Right-click on the document in the project list, select Properties from the drop-down, and confirm that the file size is less than 1 GB. Confirm that a blank stamp area has been left in the same spot on all documents for the DSA Digital Identification stamp. The exception to this is PC drawings and existing relocatable building drawings. Bookmarks. Go to the Bookmark tab. Confirm that bookmarks have been created with page number and sheet name. Verify that they are nested to match the index sheet sections. Audit bookmarks to confirm that there are no broken bookmarks. Page labels. Go to the Thumbnail tab. Confirm that page labels have been created with sheet number and sheet name. Flatten document. Confirm that the document has been flattened and that there are no comments in the bottom markup tracker. No layers. Go to the Layers tab and confirm that there are no layers. Verify the sheet count. On the index sheet of drawings, locate the sheet total. Verify that the sheet count matches the Bluebeam sheet count below. Hyperlinks. Go to the Links tab. Select a hyperlink from the list that is located on the index sheet. Verify that all sheet labels are highlighted. Scan documents. Go to the Bookmarks tab, select Random Sheets, and verify the regeneration speed of the document is not greater than 3 seconds. If applicable, open the resubmitted specification file. Right-click the file and select Checkout. Right-click the file again and select Open. Confirm that a single PDF format has been submitted, and check that the file size is less than 1 GB. Right-click the file from the project folder structure, select Properties. Confirm that the file size is less than 1 GB. Bookmarks. Go to the Bookmark tab. Confirm that bookmarks have been created and that they are nested by sections. Audit bookmarks to confirm that there are no broken bookmarks listed. Flatten document. View the markup list. Confirm the document has been flattened. There should not be any comments in the markup list at the bottom of the screen. If applicable, open the DSA 103 file. Right-click the file and select Checkout. Right-click the file and select Open. Verify the file has been flattened and that there are no comments in the markup list. Open PDF supporting documents. Right-click on the supporting document, select Checkout. Right-click on the document and select Open. Bookmarks. This is only required for documents that are greater than 30 pages. Verify that bookmarks have been created. Audit bookmarks to confirm that there are no broken bookmarks. Flatten document. Confirm that the document has been flattened. There should not be any comments in the markup list at the bottom of the screen. If documents are not flattened, select the flatten icon. Uncheck Allow Markup Recovery. Confirm all markups are selected and that all pages are selected. Click Flatten. Non-PDF supporting documents may be provided. These documents require no preparation. If any of the submitted documents are not properly formatted, email the design professional of record with the items that are required to be reformatted. Prepare documents for session. Select the Manage Status icon. If the DSA backcheck model occurs, select OK. If the DSA backcheck model does not occur, select the foreign model, and select Delete. Click OK. Select the Manage Status gear again, confirm the DSA backcheck model, and select OK. Save and close file. Repeat steps for all PDF files submitted. Copy file from Submission folder to DSA Review folder. In the Bluebeam Studio project, right-click the submitted file. Select Copy. Double left-click on the DSA Review folder. Right-click on the Plan Review Documents folder and select Paste. Repeat for all documents submitted. Add documents to the Bluebeam Studio session. Right-click the new file in the DSA Review folder. Select Add to Office, Application Number, Plan Review, Project Name. Repeat section 6.5 for all Bluebeam Studio session documents. Template email number 1, improperly formatted initial submittal documents. Create email. Open Windows Explorer. Go to the X drive. Go to Electronic Plan Review, Administrator, Template Emails, 18-07. Double-click Email Template Word file. Select the italicized text, and using Control-C, copy the text. Open Microsoft Outlook. Select New Email. If the From field does not appear, go to Options and select From. Select the drop-down and change it to the DSA EPR email address. If the regional office EPR email address is not listed, select Other Emails and input the regional office email address. In the subject field, put the application number and the project name. Select the body of the email, and using Control-V, paste the italicized text. This email is used when PDF documents are submitted but incorrectly formatted. Update the email template by selecting the improperly formatted items, and changing the text format to bold and highlighted. This email shall be sent to the design professional of record. The email address can be copied from the eTracker application screen. Send email to the design professional of record. Template email number 2. Initial plan review is complete. The eTracker dashboard, Plan Review Complete, ready to return to client, will notify the EPR administrator that the initial review is complete. Open Microsoft Outlook. Select New Email. In the From field, ensure the DSA EPR regional office email address is being used. Add the email address for the design professional of record. This email can be found on the eTracker application screen. Go to the X drive. Go to the Electronic Plan Review folder, Administrator folder, Template Emails, PR 1807. Select template email number 2. Highlight the italicized text. Using Control-C, copy the text. Select the body of the email, and using Control-V, paste the text. Join the Bluebeam Studio project in session that contains the completed documents. Copy the EPR ID from eTracker, and go to Bluebeam Studio. Under the Studio tab, select Join. Paste the 9-digit code, and click OK. Right-click on the project name, select Show Sessions. Select the Plan Review session, click Join. Select the white envelope from Sessions located in the right corner of the Attendees field. Click Copy Invitation. Return to the Microsoft Outlook draft email. Select Insert Session ID and Session URL, and select Paste. Hit the spacebar or the Enter key on your keyboard to create the hyperlink. Select the text you have been invited by Admin DSA to join a Bluebeam Studio session, and delete. Update the Bluebeam Project ID located in parentheses at the end of the email. Along with the design professional, this email will be sent to the Director of Facilities or the owner. This email can be found on the eTracker application screen. Send email to the Design Professional of Record and the Director of Facilities. Template email number 3. Post-approval document is rejected. Open Microsoft Outlook. Select New Email. Ensure in the From field the DSA EPR Regional Office email address is selected. Send email to the Design Professional of Record. In the subject line, state the application number and the project name. Go to the X drive. Go to the Electronic Plan Review folder, Administrator, Template Emails, 18-07, and select template email number 3. Select the italicized text. Using Control-C, copy the text. Return to the draft email. Select the body of the email, and using Control-V, paste the information. Update all information in parentheses, including the name of the post-approval submittal, the application number and the project name, the date the submittal was received. This can be found in the Bluebeam Studio email notification, and update the section that pertains to the type of document submitted. Send the email to the Design Professional of Record. Template email number 4. Improperly formatted post-approval document. Open Microsoft Outlook. Select New Email. Confirm in the From field that the DSA Regional Office EPR Administrator email address is selected. In the subject line, put the application number and the project name, and send the email to the Design Professional of Record. This can be copied from the eTracker application screen. Go to the X drive. Go to the Electronic Plan Review folder, Administrator folder, Template Emails, 18-07 and select template email number 4. Select the italicized text and using Control-C, copy the text. Return to the Outlook draft email, select the body of the email, and select Control-V to paste the information. Update the information in parentheses, including the post-approval submittal name, the application number, the project name, and the date received. This can be gotten from the Bluebeam Studio email notification. Select the items that were not properly done. Change the formatting to bold and highlighted. Send the email to the design professional of record. Template email number 5. Post-approval document is disapproved. The eTracker dashboard not approved, return of comments pending, will notify the EPR administrator that the submittal review is complete and ready to return to client. Open Microsoft Outlook. Select New Email. Ensure that the From field lists the DSA Regional Office EPR Administrator email address. Add the email address for the design professional of record. This email address can be copied from the eTracker application screen. A copy of this email will also be sent to the facility director or owner. Go to the X drive. Go to the Electronic Plan Review folder, Administrator folder, Template Emails, PR 1807. Open template email number 5. Select the italicized text. Using Control-C, copy the text. Return to the draft Outlook email and select the body of the email. Using Control-V, paste the text. Update the information in parentheses, the name of the post-approval document. Insert the session ID and session URL. Copy the 9-digit EPR ID from eTracker. Open Bluebeam Studio. Under the Studio tab, select Join. Paste the copied 9-digit EPR ID code and click OK. Right-click the project name, select Show Sessions, select Session to join, and click Join. Click on the white envelope from the session located in the right corner of the Attendees field. Click Copy Invitation. Return to the draft email in Outlook. Select Insert Session ID and Session URL, and using Control-V, paste the session information. Use the spacebar or the Enter key to create the session URL hyperlink. Select the You have been invited by admin and delete. Update the Bluebeam Project ID listed in the parentheses. Send the email to the design professional of record and the director of facilities or the owner.